again, you know, like I change that for you. You never contain us.
But it hurts. Yeah, it still hurts. Maybe that's way. Maybe I should stop not talking about it because I will not talk about it. But I know that it's hurting. I know. Do you know? I looked this boy in the eye. I didn't see any care. Hi.
I'm emotionally downcast. I am so confused.
Do you know I'm actually close to crying? I'm not happy. Because this is not the first time. Boss has shown me so many times that he's a fucking game player. He's playing the game, and it's hurtful because even if you're playing the game, just be a human being. It's not that hard.
Sadly, quite a pity. CeCe is just realizing that Cross has been playing game all this while. Me, I knew all the while that this has been Cross strategy. This was the same strategy that he used during his participation in CeCe and Shine Your Eyes that made nobody to nominate him. The only time that Cross stood up for possible eviction during his time in CeCe Shine Your Eyes was when Lipo Rose, as the head of the house in that particular week, has to save peace and replace peace with Cross. And the another time was when Nini has to just replace Cross with her veto power. Cross is back again, forming like he does not even know what he's doing, and sometimes he just pretend as if he's just having a memory loss so that people will just not nominate him. CeCe is sad this minute because this is not the first time, this is not the second time, but maybe it's going to be the last time that Cross is going to just offend CeCe. I am here to just unpack everything that led to Cross and CeCe clashing again, but before I do that, I am the entertainer with the entertaining entertainment, and if this is the first time ever you are coming across my channel, please do click on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel. I also do endeavor to turn on the notification bell that is right beside the subscribe button for you not to miss out once I upload any fresh, interesting, and intriguing gist that has to do with ongoing Bbnaija season 8 themed All Stars edition. We all know that Thursdays are set aside for Housemates to move to the arena for them to do the usual Thursday arena game. Yesterday being Thursday, it did not happen. Rather, I saw them doing their close-up sponsor tax. I was like, big KFNMs, what's going on? Have you people nullified the Thursday arena game? Then only for me to just notice that they actually postponed it to today, Friday, while I am just expecting them to just move to the arena for them to carry out their usual weekly wager tax presentation. Big Brother rather called the head of the house to the diary room and instruction was given to him. The storm was open and HFM merch was supplied, and this is the associate sponsor of the ongoing All Stars edition. They now moved to the arena and they did the first batch of the Thursday arena game on Friday. They now returned to the house for them to have a minor break, and before they moved to the arena, they were supplied a food by the House of Lagos and they did not share the food. So while they were not having that mini break, Cross decided to share the food. Now the food was separate and the protein that came with the food was just separate. So while they were about to just share it, and CeCe wanted to do something that has to do with chicken, and it was just the way Cross handled everything, and CeCe was pissed off. CeCe now moved to the garden. While they were still sharing it, on Mashallah, Angel, PERE and Cross were
You take me to place when I don't go, and I tell you that the second time I drive, do the same thing yesterday. You never contain us.
Oh yeah,
I'm telling you.
Omashola and Cross also had another clash. While that clash was going on, and Omashola was already shouting, saying this is not the first time that Cross is just seeking for his trouble. And if Cross ever just touched that tail of the lion, that Omashola is just going to roar and bite Cross. Now Omashola walked out. Instead of Cross to just accept his offense towards Omashola, Cross is now telling Angel that Angel was the one that caused this. And Angel also defended herself. Camera now moved to the garden where CeCe, Alex and SOMA were having a conversation. This is CeCe now complaining everything that Cross has been doing to her. According to her, that while she was having that conversation that has to do with the chicken and whatever supply from the House of Lagos, that she looked at Cross and Cross does not even care at all. That she just realizing that Cross has been playing game all this while. Now let's just unpack Cross's strategy. Shebi Cross came into this particular house and Cross has been making us know that he does not know how to cook and he does not eat any food that contains fish, crayfish, dry fish or stockfish, right? But did you know that immediately came up and made her way into the house, Cross automatically became Hilda of our time.
Just one shout for shouting sake. He's shouting for shouting sake. He had too much pepper stew, Cross. Don't do that.
The same Cross who could not even just cook any food for himself, and each time he just noticed that there is no food for him, he will just be doing like somebody that are just trying to just kill slowly. That was the same Cross that was just serving Kim Opera both breakfast, lunch and dinner while they were both upstairs as the BFF of Doing during the time that Doing was the head of the house for week 7. Another instance was that particular week that Cross discovered a black envelope that contained a box of pizza. We all remember the story of how Big Brother now pranked Cross. I remember that the moment Cross' attention was called that he received a box of pizza from Big Brother. Cross at that time was with Kim Opera upstairs. Now, so Cross now planned with Kim Opera, please come with me. I want you to just hang at the staircase. I am going to go down. When I collect that box of pizza, I am going to just move and maneuver my way. Then I'll come to the staircase. Once I hand over the box of pizza, make sure you just run upstairs with it. And we saw how everything just played out. Now, it was when Kim Opera now went upstairs and now saw that it was a prank of box of pizza that now Kim Opera brought it down. Yes, CeCe now laughed about it. Even at the time, CeCe was even feeding Cross with the prank of the box of pizza. Then Big Brother now replaced that same box of pizza with about 6 packs. Remember, it was also Cross that now planned with Kim Opera to just send 3 packs of the pizza upstairs. Now, CeCe was even angry with Kim Opera, only for Kim Opera to now tell CeCe that it was Cross that actually sent her on that errand. When CeCe was now attacking Cross, Cross would just be looking and be smiling as if he absolutely is not aware of whatsoever he is doing. Now, let me tell you the reason why CeCe decided to just be friends with Cross. It happened that the man that is certainly going to marry CeCe, if not currently engaged to CeCe, in as much as she decided not to just move into Biggie's house with her engagement ring. I know what the person is, but I'm just going to hide the person's identity. Now, the person stays in Abuja. CeCe was with them as a family. We all know that Cross is always close to the high and mighty in Abuja. At least if you are friends with Cross in all his different social media platforms, you will take note of a particular family that Cross campaigned for. And he stated his reason as the fact that they are best of friends, right? So while CeCe was with this particular family, Cross visited. Cross recognized CeCe as a Big Brother Naija alumni, and Cross is yet to just participate in any Big Brother Naija season. Now, CeCe just greeted Cross as a normal person, whereas Cross also said hi. Now that they are both participating in All Stars edition, Cross is now letting CeCe to know that I have seen you in so house. After that particular conversation between Cross and CeCe that has to do with them meeting themselves in Abuja, normally now, where we say person don't sabi your man, you just have to treat the person nicely. And this is how CeCe decided to just be friends with Cross. Hence, CeCe is always addressing Cross as his brother. And according to CeCe, that anytime that he noticed that Cross could not just get a portion of the food that was cooked in the house, that she would just opt to just cook Cross a different food, only for Kim Opera to make her way into the house. That was how Cross instantly forgot that CeCe is still one of the housemates that are in this All Stars edition. Or every attention of Cross was just deposited to Kim Opera. CeCe has already told Cross after Kim Opera got evicted, said that you have to make sure that this relationship continues between you and Kim Opera, that if you people may ever broke up, say CeCe is going to just drag Cross. Now, Cross just looked for a way for he and CeCe to become friends, only for Cross to win the head of the house this week, the second time again. Cross refused to choose CeCe as one of his BFF. If you have been watching this show from week 1, week 2, when CeCe and Cross were very best of friends, I remember CeCe telling Cross, please, I am waiting for you to just win this side of the house, and if you ever win, please remember me in your paradise. Finally, Cross did, and Cross neglected CeCe. CeCe also told Cross, it pained me that.
So you have to win. Tomorrow I'll be cheering. Go Cross, go. You have to prove that this blood that runs in my body runs in your body. That's my brother.
Now, Cross won the head of the house, did not select CeCe as the BFF, and then again, Kim Opera was Biggie's house, and Cross neglected CeCe. This afternoon again, this chicken saga between CeCe and Cross. Hence, CeCe is angrily now complaining to Soma and Alex in the garden. At the end, Soma just have to advise CeCe. CeCe has already said that she is definitely not going to have any conversation with Cross, because at the end of this conversation, they will just continue to be friends, only for Cross to still hurt CeCe again. While that conversation was still going on, now so Cross come carry the chicken that belongs to Soma and CeCe, approached them at the garden and wanted to give CeCe. CeCe instantly told Cross, I know the chop, just carry this thing, the wakago.
I'm not eating for what?
Cross, knowing fully well that he offended CeCe, did not even care to apologize. Anyway, someone now accepted the chicken that belongs to CeCe and now said that he is going to consume it. And when Cross now left, Venita now also decided to just involve herself in this situation, and is not telling CeCe, just accept the chicken now. Whenever you're happy, you can just eat it. Stop just forming that you're a very difficult person.
Oh, why should I eat it?
When you are happy, simply
you're being troublesome.
I'm not being troublesome, I'm being so straight. And you know I tell you all that. Sabi, when you're happy, I go chook out for your mouth. You too do.
Then I said to myself, Venita, why are you just involving yourself in this matter now? If CeCe now picked a fight with you now, maybe you go like her. Anyway, CeCe, noticing that Venita is just looking for unnecessary trouble, decided to just end the matter. Anyways, Venita told CeCe that once I see that you're happy, me, I will carry the chicken, come first and inside your mouth. So Soma was like, by the time CeCe is just going to be in happy mood, me, I don't already consumed the chicken. And as at this point, I know Sir Cross is definitely going to be nominated next week. The only thing that is going to save Cross is if he's going to just get any immunity, either by winning the head of the house or finding the black envelope. If not so, Mercy will enter inside that diary room, Cross, and CeCe will enter, Cross. Alex, if she survives this weekend's eviction, Cross. Soma, the same thing. So Cross is certainly going to be on a shopping block because everybody has already clocked his game.
But it's personal, I'm telling you. I know when shit is personal. I'm not stupid. Nobody's a kid here. I'm leaving in 2 days. Can't just let the 2 days slide.
And before they were now finally called back to the arena, Angel located Omashola in the garden, and Angel is trying to apologize to Omashola on behalf of Cross. Omashola said it may seem as though Cross has something personal with him, and I am not telling myself maybe because Omashola is Kimopra's ex now. Maybe if they pair Cross stylishly, say, see this man, why they even like 6 years ago, you don't already go not just only like her, you loved her, and you already don't even chop her. And now you're even moving on to marry another person. Maybe you. Now waiting me, I can't guess. Anyway, Angel is not telling Cross it's not what it is. Maybe it's just the pressure of just being the head of the house for week 8. And Omashola was like, no. This is my 4th week in Biggie's house, and I've witnessed 3 different heads of the house, and nobody's just behaving the way Cross is behaving. Now let's take it back that when CeCe was having a conversation between Alex, Soma, and her, that she also made mention that Cross loves to be doted for, and he loves to just be at the receiving end without reciprocating. Now let's just watch this particular video clip.
Let's enjoy his baby boy lifestyle. Yes, baby boys.
Yeah, CeCe made mention that this is how White Money has just been doting on Cross, and if the coin is just flipped, that Cross will certainly not just do the same to White Money. But I have to tell you guys that the only reason that White Money has been doing all these things for Cross, even while they are upstairs, that White Money has been serving Cross both breakfast, lunch, and supper. And White Money is simply doing all these things because White Money is aware that Cross is not nominated for possible eviction, so that the fans of Cross will now vote for White Money. Whatever White Money is doing, on the other hand, is all about strategy. It was just the way Neo now told White Money, since you are now feeding Cross, you too, Kukuma feed me. And White Money, to just make us not to know that he's just strategizing, he has to just feed Neo too. And Omashola has already said his own mind. Angel has apologized and also apologized on behalf of Cross. Big Brother just called them now back to the arena. Me, I know, say after they are done with this HFM arena game, I know they are still going to do their wager tax, because I'm waiting to see who is going to be the life judge of today's wager tax presentation. And by the time they are done, because I know that they are going to be thoroughly exhausted, me, I want Omashola and Cross to crash. The last time that fight happened between Venita and Cross, you know, 2 jig. Cross is stylishly trying to just avoid CeCe. Even when Omashola wanted to fight with Cross, Cross ignored Omashola and was now attacking Angel. May they fight now. I need drama. At least I need content now. I am tired of all these their brief fights here and there. Let them just ginger. I want to hear Omashola shout. I want them to tell Cross directly to his face, you see, this your strategy, it has been clocked. Therefore, we are going to expose it. It's not only Cross that will just be busy exposing ILEBAYE's strategy.
And you're so fucking demanding. You expect me to be nice and treat you and pamper you. Look at the way White Man is doting over you all the time. You fucking return what you get.
On the other hand, I am also with the opinion that CeCe will just stop being friends with Cross. Let them both just continue to coexist until any of them is done with this particular show, either by winning or by just being evicted. Because Cross is certainly using CeCe on the purpose of, after all, I know the man that you are about to just get married to. Okay, let's see how it's certainly going to play out between CeCe and Cross. Will they have a conversation, or will CeCe now insist that she's not going to just be friends with Cross? And will Cross now apologize to CeCe? And will CeCe eventually eat the chicken, or will Soma be the one that is going to eat the chicken that belongs to CeCe? Whatever that happens, I am certainly going to update you guys. It's okay for you to argue or agree with me in the comment section. PERE Adventure Cross might just be your favorite. Your opinion is welcome in my comment section. But while you have that, 1 Corinthians 14:40, Mohbad is dead, and he left his young wife and his 5-month-old son to mourning, and his death has triggered me. Please, no find my mouth. As an entertainer, it's always my pleasure to entertain you guys with entertaining entertainment, and see you guys in another sweetest update that has to do with the ongoing People Bbnaija Season 8 All Stars Edition.